I'm going to ask Brianna Abbott to stay up here to give you her salutatory address.
Well, class of 2013, our time as warriors is rapidly coming to a close. We must put our feathered headdresses back into our closets and wipe the war paint off of our faces. We've seen a tremendous amount of time on the battlefield, and now we must retire and assimilate into Western culture. It is time to throw our graduation caps in the air, say goodbye to everything we've ever known, embark on a new adventure, and sit in plastic chairs on a scorchingly hot day while listening to overly involved kids spew out an endless array of cliches. Even mentioning how cliche anything is in fact cliche, and I apologize. Also, on a separate note, I told Will Rigdon that I would be extremely disappointed if he did not quote Ronald Reagan at least 3 times during the speech, so we'll see how well it goes. When we convene tonight after the ceremony is over, it will be our last time walking through these green and gold hallways together. Tomorrow, we will be outsiders. The school will no longer be ours, it will only be our memory. Time will move forward, and the school will go on without its most recent batch of graduates. We will forever be thankful to the cherished friends, committed parents, and inspirational teachers that guided us through our high school experiences. We will hold on to the memories of our successes, while the recollection of a failed test or a petty argument will fade into insignificance. We will vaguely recall that our school experienced a ridiculous amount of fire evacuations for obscure reasons. We will remember that having 4 principals over the course of 4 years is something that only the class of 2013 were can empathize with. We will also remember that the salutatorian giving the speech attempted to reference this fact as tastefully as possible, because our current principal, who did an awesome job by the way, was standing only a few short feet away, and the speaker had yet to receive her diploma. Aside from our numerous fires and abundant amount of administrative adjustments, our class made its mark on the school despite the challenge of dealing with a not-so-spectacular stigma. No, we aren't as athletic as some of the other classes. Some say we aren't as intelligent either. We don't have a Division I basketball player who scores 20 points a game, and we don't have anyone marching off to Cambridge in the fall. Even our tug of war record has been tainted this year. Previous classes warned of our unruly character, while younger classes shuddered to think that we are the ones who represent their school. An entire high school career together, however, has challenged and disproved these warnings repeatedly. When I look at the green and white crowd, I see accomplished athletes and accomplished minds, all set to do great things once they walk out of the ceremony, not troublemakers or students hid behind the shadows of years past. I see students have toiled and tussled to get here. All the effort is paid off and will continue to pay off in the future. I see a group of fighters. When we disagree with something, we don't sit idly by and watch the injustice pass. We crowd meetings when our teachers are pink-slipped. We confront those same teachers when we disagree with the way they run the classroom. We've opened bathrooms, and then we've opened those same bathrooms again. The strong and able donate blood in numbers that exceed all expectations. We take charge of the community and challenge those who doubt our character. We did not have a single person jump ship at prom. We are the unsung heroes. We know what it is to be Boston strong. We know what it is to be warriors. We've scratched and clawed our way to eating lunch outside and leaving our study when we have the last period. Other classes after us may continue those privileges, improve them, or even dismiss them. But we will always be the first that got to stroll in with Dunkin' Donuts on first period Monday morning. Granted, a lot of kids did that regardless. But it was nice knowing that it was sometimes actually encouraged. Our picketing and lobbying for change has subsided, yet few have actually grasped the fact that high school is over. But even though we cannot admit to ourselves that this is the end, yearbooks have been signed and the final bell has rung. Some clamor to leave and will practically hurtle over the crowd to the parking lot after they get their diploma. Others will make a slower exit, wanting to cherish the present before it fades into the past. But soon, even those who sprinted towards the finish line with eagerness will find themselves looking back to the start with nostalgia for the time that has now finally slipped through their fingers. But despite how much we want to return, the teachers are sending us through that mysterious library door that we were never allowed to use before, and telling us that we aren't allowed to re-enter the building. We aren't meant to spend our lives walking through these halls, though. We are only meant to pass through, using them to propel us to something greater than what we are. It is our time to step out of the building and into the parking lot, had dresses tucked away and war paint wiped off, ready to assimilate into the world. We may miss what was, but we must accept what is and look forward to what will be. Goodbye, class of 2013. It has been a privilege to fight alongside you, and now the world awaits.